If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please remember to hit that like button and of course subscribe for more content. And if you need any coins for Ultimate Team to get a head start on the game, head to the link in the description. Use the code TVM for a discount at checkout. What is going on, guys? Tim here. Welcome back to a brand new player review, and today we're going to look at what was once extinct Fred. The game was launched yesterday, of course, and up until around yesterday, he was actually extinct on the PC market, only popping up once or twice, and the same on Xbox. Only really popping up once or twice since the 5th. His price has rocketed in the last 12 hours or so for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure why that is. I packed him untradeable, so I'm quite lucky to be able to bring you this review. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have done it. He's around 30,000 coins on PC right now. He's around 37,000 coins on PlayStation, which is just absolutely crazy for an 81 rated card. Now, he does have high work rates, 4-star, 4-star. Fred, every single season in FIFA, has one of those cards that just seems to fit. It just works, and it's absolutely no different this year. I'm not sure why, because last year's meta is significantly different to this year, and of course FIFA 19's meta was different to both of them put together, so I don't really understand how it works, but Fred every single FIFA seems to be one of those cards that just pops up and manages to fit whatever meta the game is offering that year. But reasonably well-rounded, not particularly great in terms of stats on the face value of things, but if you look at the in-games, he has very good dribbling and decent stamina and aggression to boot, so you can kind of understand why maybe that this card has popularity, maybe not 30,000 coins worth of popularity, because if you compare some of the players who are going for that amount, you know, you've got the likes of Inaki Williams. You can understand why Inaki Williams would be 30,000 at this stage. Kingsley Coman, on paper, you get it. Fred? I'm not convinced. Right, let's have a look at this then. 84 composure, for some reason working my way up from the bottom. 82 dribbling, 83 ball control, good reactions, good balance and agility, actually very good. He's 5'7". This game, I wouldn't say suits the taller player. It does in terms of attackers, maybe not so much for sort of CDM type players. With regards to passing, it's okay. Short passing is 80, vision is 81. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not great, it's not terrible. And of course he has terrible strength, actually, 56. The team I've got him in, now don't get me wrong, that is a very good team. Now, I know a few of you might be questioning Diogo Jota. A few of you may be questioning maybe the fullback or whatever, but I like it. The Felipe is fantastic. Ronaldo is Ronaldo. Hakimi is very good. Coutinho, I've been working on a Coutinho review. It's very difficult when you don't really get on with a player that much to be able to give you a review that is, what's the word I'm looking for? Accurate, I guess, because I'm going off on a tangent here slightly, just briefly though. There'll be plenty of time in the video to talk about Fred, but when I personally start reviewing a player that I don't necessarily get on with, it's not that I want to bring you don't want to bring you a review that I talk negatively about a player. It's just that I don't know whether it's me being bad with them for whatever reason, maybe me playing them out of position. So I don't want to give you a sort of false review. I don't want to say, look, this guy's bad, when actually he could be quite good. It's just that I can't get on with him for whatever reason. It's not to say that I won't ever release a bad player review. It's just that some of them I bin off because I just can't seem to get on with them. I can't get clips with them. I can't do anything with them. Coutinho, at the moment, is starting to become one of those players. I've been working on that review for a couple of days, and for whatever reason, it's just not there. Anyway, I'll still work on it, and I am improving as a player, so maybe we'll be able to work that out, and I'll talk about that in the review if I ever get it done. But Fred, for right now, a lot of the clips for players like Fred, they're not going to be exciting, they're not going to be interesting. I will try and include the odd goal here or there. I think this is one of them. Ronaldo gets in, launches it past the keeper. The Ronaldo review will be out tomorrow. I just wanted to play as much as I possibly could with him. At the moment, again, I'm not having the best of times with Ronaldo, but I think that's my decision making more than him being a bad player, of course. But with regards to clips with CDM players like Fred, they're not going to be that interesting. They're going to be crucial, under the radar, like just standard clips that you wouldn't really think anything of. But he does the basics well. Diogo Jota gets in this, a great goal. Keeper does get a touch on it, but it is a very good finish. You'll see that in the Road to Glory. If you don't watch the Road to Glory, you'll be fine, but if you do, you'll end up seeing a double up of this game, I'm sure. But yeah, Fred does an awful lot of those sort of under the radar things that you don't really think of. You know, like when I had to think, actually, when I was playing, when I was going through the review, and I was thinking, right, what games can I put in here? I had to think what games I played with him. So there aren't that many games worth of footage in here. And the reason for that is because he does a lot of the basics well, consistently. And every single game he plays, you could go through it and probably pick out 15, 20 things he does that is sort of worthy of a review, if you will. You know, I could pick out 15 things from one game to put into a review. So I've got like 2 or 3 games here that I've just gone through it, I've just picked out what he's done, and it's consistent. He does it time and time again. I've played quite, what you would have seen at the beginning, I think I've played like 8 games so far with Fred, Ronaldo, and all the rest of it. So I know what to expect from this guy. I know exactly what his strong points are, what his weak points are. I like him a lot. I think he's a very good player. 30,000 coins right now is harsh. And I know a lot of people will say, well, is he that good though? Is he worth it? Because even though 30k is a lot for an 81 rated player, is he actually that good? Yes, he is. However, you've always got to take it with a pinch of salt, and that's why I'm not going to put his value for coins up very high, even though I think he's a very good player. And for 30k, you will get your money's worth. The problem is he's never going to hold that price. There is absolutely no way this card will hold 30k. There just isn't. It's just not going to happen. So what will happen is one day you'll wake up, you'll look at this Fred card, you'll think, right, well, maybe it's time to sell him, and all of a sudden he's half the value you've paid. And you're thinking, well, when did that happen? And it'll happen overnight. It'll happen in seconds. His price will just plummet. And that's because he's going to be quite common to pack. It's an 81 rated card, especially when there's a promo out. And I know right now we have ones to watch, but it is right at the beginning of the game, so these cards are quite desirable. But once we get our first major promo that isn't ones to watch, even though ones to watch is a promo, I don't really count it as one. So, for example, when Scream comes out, assuming it will do at the end of the month, by the time Scream is done, this card will be half the value, at least, if not even lower. And that's because there will be Scream cards out there that you'll want to replace Fred with, and people will be opening countless number of packs. There'll be promo packs in store every single day. So players like this will drop off very quickly. So even though he's very good and definitely worth 30k at the moment, he probably won't be in a couple of weeks, and you just need to make sure that you're not losing that amount of coins, or you're happy to lose that amount of coins so long as you get your enjoyment for a couple of weeks, if that makes any sense. You can use him as a box-to-box, you can use him as a CDM. He is a very good player. I've got a lot of enjoyment out of him. I'm actually really glad he's untradeable, because it means I just get to keep him in there and I don't have to worry about the price. If you have him untradeable, you are laughing, in my opinion. If not, you've just have to weigh up whether you think it's going to be worth losing those coins with the drop-off happens, which it will. But all in all, really good card, very well rounded, and I can definitely understand why the price is there. Let me know what you think of the card in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed the review, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Join the Betting Rebellion and find out what your football knowledge is really worth.